now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock TV, and we back with the content. But before we get to the content, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and catch every video when I drop it. Now we're gonna pick up where we left off the last video, man, with the controversy that's going on with the Rico here in LA, with a couple of gang members, man, who done got crossed up. Now I seen another video from the Ruler Report where he's indicating SMACC from back on FIGG blamed for Hoover Rico after clip of him going, talking to the mayor. So could that be the case, man? I don't want to put none on nobody, but it was a clip going around where he was asking the mayor, what are we going to do to clean up the mess that's going on Figueroa? Let's get to this content. We ain't gonna wait. This is the Ruler Report. Let's get to it.
What's good, man? So I did the video yesterday on the Hoovers actually getting the Rico case, and I'm guessing, a lot of people been talking about it. Now, it just wasn't just the Hoovers. There was individual from BPS, and they're one of Baby Stone Gorillas. And again, y'all know that I don't really get into like hood politics and stuff like that unless it's pertaining to people that's on social media or stuff that's already in the news, right? So this is definitely in the news. It was a news release. I read the federal news release, but today we're talking about SMACC from back on FIGG and things that he possibly said that could have gotten people to think that he helped the Hoovers catch this case. There was a clip that was released of SMACC on the radio station. Y'all know they got that deal where they go on the radio station every so often. And in this conversation, he had a talk or discussion with the mayor about cleaning up FIGG and the fact that it was underage girls out there on Figueroa. Check it out.
I grew up on 51st and Figueroa, right? Mm-hmm. What is we gonna do about the prostitution out there and these kids walking Figueroa? So, and your kids gotta go to school and see this.
So let me just tell you, that's an issue that when we started in the 90s, we were dealing.
Woo, man, that's like somebody telling the mayor, what are we going to do about the crack house that's around the corner and they serving rocks out of there 24/7, and the kids got to go to school and see the homie with the Lolos outside selling rocks. It's almost, that's what it sounds like.
With as well. The difference is that the women, there were women that were on the streets then. Now they're girls that are on the street.
Babies.
Almost across the board, the girls are from the foster care system. So foster girls are prime victims because they don't have the family support that would never allow them to be pulled that way, and especially foster girls.
So there you have it.
Hold on, we're going to say this. Yeah, we don't agree with the kids being out there. Now, for grown woman want to get out there and do her thing, that's on her, man. She's an adult. And, I ain't going to never tell nobody how to get their money, but the kids is out there. But do y'all feel like that SMACC place, what I'm saying, is he still I don't know if he's still in the streets or not, but do y'all feel by him being the street guy, he should be sitting down with the mayor discussing that? Now, everybody, some people will say, well, yeah, he's supposed to discuss that. It's kids out there. He's doing what he's supposed to do. It take a lot of courage and heart to get out there and do that. So it could go both ways, man. That's for y'all to decide in the chat. Let me know what y'all think.
SMACC said what he said. It is what it is. Now, people then went and grabbed that small clip of him asking about what we're going to do about the girls that's out on Figueroa. I got to walk my kids by there going to school. I grew up in that area. And, you know what I mean? Now we got young girls out there. Now, let me start by saying this, though. I don't agree with pimping. I just don't agree with it. I got daughters. But it happens and it goes on. In some of the situations, the girls want to do that because they want to get money. I'm not saying that they want to get beat on. I'm not saying that they want to get slapped around. I ain't saying none of that. But in a lot of instances, a lot of times the girls actually want to get out there and get the money. Now, some of the girls is out there renegade. They out there, they don't have a pimp. They just out there. So we can't say that those girls were coerced or manipulated into doing this things that they're out there doing to get.
Yeah, it is a whole lot of them out there on their own. You know, they see this stuff on Instagram, on social media. They see other females with their hair done, nice clothes, and, you know, driving nice cars. And, you know, a lot of them do what they got to do to get it. So they try to, you know, do what they see their big sisters, maybe their mother, their aunties doing. And they say, you know what, I want to be grown. I want my own spot too. I want to have the finer things in life. They run away from home, and some of them just go out, find their way over there.
Get money. But for the girls that's out there, first and foremost, that's underage, I definitely don't agree with that. I feel as though if anybody is engaging in anything with a minor, you should be held accountable for that. I'm gonna just keep it real, man. I'm not saying that you should go to jail. I'm not saying that you should be arrested. I'm saying somebody, a father, a cousin, an uncle should...
You already know what should happen. You already know. Yes, you're absolutely right where you're going with it.
Come out there and beat the dog shit out of you for having that young girl out there on the strip doing what y'all got her doing. First and foremost. And a lot of these girls, as we seen in the indictment, come from situations where they coming out of foster homes. So there are a lot of runaway girls. It's no different than like the girl Tania's daughter. You know what I mean? She was a runaway. She was in, you know, the state care or whatever, and she was out there on the strip or whatever. And her mom really ain't made the situation no better for her either. You know what I mean? We heard audio or certain shit that her saying she didn't want her to do certain stuff because they was gonna cut off benefits and shit like that. So a lot of these girls come from fucked up situations. But with that being said, though, we got people who don't agree with what SMACC said. A lot of people is looking at it like this. SMACC, you said that, and some of the things that the mayor pointed out is in the indictment. And it's kind of like not necessarily saying you got the ball rolling for the indictment, but it's like you wanted something done about it that directly affected people from your community. I mean, I know you from Troubles, but we know how Troubles and Hoovers is clicked up. So the majority of the people that got locked up is from Hoover. So these is people from your community that got locked up for these activities.
Well, they already know it was the problem because I done seen police ride by there all day and seen them hanging out there doing what they do, making their money. Now that it's time to clean up the city, now it's time for the Olympics to get out here. Now it's a problem. Now they been doing this. I'm pretty sure some of them police done pulled over in some of them alleys and got them some. They been knew about this.
The indictment says that the Hoovers, and I'm not saying that it's true, but the indictment says that the Hoovers is controlling the majority of what's going on Figueroa. So now we got people questioning if SMACC is wrong for saying what he said. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a wobbler.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, I look at stuff a lot different. And so I'm not going to sit up here and say, like, it's a definite, yeah, SMACC was wrong. I can see it from both ways. I can see it from his point of view as to, like, okay, at this point, what I need to try to bring to my community, how can I help clean up my section? Even though I'm with my section, and he don't got to be down with the, you know what I mean, what's going on FIGG. You feel what I'm saying? He don't got to be down with that. The fact that he brought it up, though, and this happened is crazy. The timing is fucked up. So on the flip side, I can get and understand why people from the community is looking at him sideways after some of their homies then got locked up for that. Like,
well, they grown. Everybody gonna make their own decisions. They knew the job was dangerous when they took it. They knew the possibility when they out there hustling, grinding, would come with it. I'm pretty sure they done seen numerous of people from their community that didn't live the same life that they out there living, then got pulled over, hemmed up. Some of them girls then went to jail with kids and told on them. So they already know that come with the game. It comes with the game. Now, as far as SMACC, maybe he never did like the game. Maybe he's never been a part of the game. And his mother or sister, I'm not saying this is, you know, these are facts, but maybe somebody in his family might have been abused and put out there. And he probably feel like, now I got a voice. I don't care what people think. I'm going to say something about this to the mayor. It's like you say, it's a wobbler.
What kind of shit is you on? Like, so you brought that up to the mayor, you know what I mean? So what you want the homies to go to jail for what they doing out there? And that could possibly be true. People might have wanted to see some of the homies go to jail behind, man, I'm telling you, the streets is crazy, and not necessarily because of what they're doing. You might have had people that want to see them like be celebrating that them dudes and that girl caught that case because of the type of money they was running up. Like, she was definitely running up a bag. I don't know about nobody else, but Lady Duck was running up a bag. So you got a lot of different people who might have wanted to see them go to jail for different reasons. I'm not saying that SMACC wanted to see somebody go to jail, but he damn sure said that he wanted to see something change. Was this the change that SMACC was talking about? I don't know, but his name is forever going to be associated with this situation based off of the clip I just played you. Now, trust and believe, it's gonna be people coming out on both sides of this. It's gonna be people coming out like, damn, I'm pretty sure SMACC probably done got calls because the clip is already being circulated on Instagram anyway. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be people on both sides of this, like, well, you know, he ended up doing a podcast and he ain't living that lifestyle no more, and this is.
Well, the people with common sense, the regular people that's not in this lifestyle, they gonna have his back. But the people that's in the streets, they gonna tell him, man, get your ass up out of here, man. Don't bring him around nothing. Don't let him see nothing that's going on, because we don't know who he gonna sit down with and have a conversation about with this. So just keep him away from all the activity. And that's how it should go, man. They should tell him, listen, man, we get it that you ain't part of the lifestyle no more. You over there doing your thing, trying to become successful. Stay over there and do that, man, because you no longer fit with this no more. You know, you going on there, you having conversations that you shouldn't be talking about. Let them people do their job, man. You ain't got to help them and give them an indication of what's going on this side. They already know. They don't need your input on it. So it's going to be the regular people that's going to say, man, he did what he's supposed to do. But the dudes in the streets with no common sense, who don't care about nothing but the lifestyle, they going to have something to say about it.
It's a situation in a community it's a nuisance. It's a problem for normal people. People who ain't in the streets, people who ain't associated with gangs and shit like that. It's a nuisance. For people who in the game, regardless if you agree with it or not, I don't think that the conversation should be had between you and the mayor. If you still live in that lifestyle, that's not a conversation you have with the mayor. That's something you take up with the niggas in the streets and you just deal with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And however it go. I don't know if SMACC never had a conversation with people about this outside of talking to the mayor or not. I'm just stating the facts. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you still showing up to hood days, if you still participating in gang activity, I mean, if you still just even like remotely like hanging out in the hood and still associating yourself with that gang, regardless if you're an active gang banger, it's some things that you just gotta watch what the hell you doing say.
It's the internet. Once the camera come on, once the lights come on, they say action, man. Some people forget where they from and just get caught up in here. It's content. That's how they look at everything. Oh, it's content. So let's go over to the Ruler Report, man. It's the Ruler Report page. Y'all go over and watch the rest. Also check out some more of his videos. Y'all can know what y'all looking for when y'all go over there. It's the Ruler Report. It's Compton Rick Rock. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, and I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop it.